relevant training based on our experience, based on our meetings in the past week and things that is very valuable to the community at this time. So this call is going to be filled with information, news, and the pinnacle point of leadership training, which is the key foundation to you to thrive as a leader within this organization. So let's start off with the latest news and updates, and then I'm going to follow up on what it is that I was talking about last week. And then we have also Danish and Navid on today's call, so you won't need to listen to me the full hour. We're actually going to have some other speakers, so you guys are lucky today. So with that, let's jump into the news. So first of all, we yesterday saw the gold pool being launched. We are now fully launched with the gold pool, which is now withdrawable. You can send it to your wallet and you can start claiming your rewards. If you did it yesterday, then today you will get your first rewards from the gold pool. Now keep in mind that what Alex shared on yesterday's voice note, that if the timer is not running inside of your splitting on the gold pool, click the button to get the timer to go to be able to get your rewards within the 24 hours. So that is all running right now. The gold pool is live, and now we are working towards, of course, building up the community towards the April event, and there's much more coming, which Alex had been really sharing a few hints for in the groups and in the voice notes. Alex is now getting ready with the launch of the gold pool. He's now ready to get faster into the cashback program. We saw how the debit card has now been organized and people around the world are starting to receive their debit cards. So we are seeing now thousands of debit cards being received around the world. I saw Germany, Sweden, and a few other countries start receiving their debit cards. So it's happening step by step. Now, with the debit cards, we also now have a option with our cashback points to load our debit cards, as right now on our Ultima store platform, you will be able to purchase bundles of loading vouchers, which allows you to convert your cashback points into cash on your debit card. This function has been implemented in the debit card itself, where you can take the code that you get when you purchase the bundle and you can activate it to load your debit card. So this one is already working. For now, there is a minimum 1,320, which is the lowest bundle for the loading of debit card. And as explained by Alex, there will be more added and smaller vouchers added, but due to the partners and the fast growth that we are having, they need to issue more vouchers step by step. So allow this to play out. But yes, the first step of the cashback program is live with the different vouchers on the Ultima store website, and this is now able to be used right away for those who has been accumulating cashback points. Now, it's very important to note that the cashback points given inside of the gold splits is going to be there for you to use, but for those who will purchase gold splits after the 13th of April, they will not receive free cashback points. This is a promotion running right now. So just use this opportunity the coming month to help people get as many cashback points as possible and use them before the 13th of April, where this promotion is over. Why is this promotion here? It is to drive you a lot of users into the experience of the cashback program, so they will continue using it even after when the cashback points become a separate system and a separate product. Now, we will have more details on this on the event in Dubai. Further to this, of course, we have today seen that the people that from the previous community that has been swapping smart, today we can see that a lot of smart has been released. So go and check for your swapping balance and withdraw. And it's available today. And that's why we're seeing volatility on the smart price. So as discussed on the last call, a balance has to be maintained to make sure that we maintain the integrity on the exchange with pricing, but still allow people to withdraw. The same way we're seeing volatility in the Ultima token because we open up the withdrawals from the previous farm products, which is now coming into the market. And all of this is opened up for the time being, and it can be adjusted over time to maintain a balance in the markets. So if you are coming from the previous community, make sure you check that and take advantage of this now when it's open. Now, further to that, Alex is getting ready to open up a lot more for the millions of people that have been engaging with the Ultima project and platform for the past 7 years. He wants to re-engage the millions of people that has come, maybe gone, that has come and holding previous products, that has come and is not moving over to the smart blockchain. He wants to carry everyone over to the smart blockchain. And this is something that is going to benefit the old community and the new community. With this, Alex wants to allow everyone that has been creating accounts in the previous products in Platin world to be able to move over into our smart blockchain. Now, why will they do it? It is because of the launch of the Royal Pool. The Royal Pool would be an exclusive pool for the previous community, for those who've been following the company for many years, so for those who maybe joined the company at the wrong time, and of course a wrong time is really based on what time frames you're looking at. What I mean by wrong time, I mean on the highest highs of previous coins. And of course, this is Alex's way of bringing the community with us, and it's going to benefit everyone right now inside of the smart community, because with the onboarding of millions of people from the previous systems, it is of course going to increase the utility and demand from Ultima and Smart, and also of course re-engage a lot of people in the project. So this is good news as well, and it's also waking a lot of people up, because a lot of people have been coming in before, they're holding the legacy coins, and they're wondering, when can we do something with this? They have been swapping, and now Alex is dropping this news with the Royal Pool. Now there will be more details about this coming up on the event as well. So just get ready, and you can get in contact with everyone that has been a part of this company for the past 7 years. Help all of them to sign up into the smart community. This is your chance to make those phone calls to everyone who was a part of it before and now goes silenced. You can now go and sign them up into the smart system, because they will need an account in our new smart system to be able to benefit from the Royal Pool. So this is another opportunity to go back and re-engage everyone in your community that is not in the smart blockchain right now. So this is good news. Now, on top of this, we have, of course, seen how the business pool have been running, and people are building lifetime income with this product right now. A lot of people have been wondering to say, what happens if there is many business splits in the pool? Yes, it of course is something that Alex is working on in terms of the progression of the business pool. And Alex has been hinting that when we reach X amount of business splits in the business pool 2.0 will open up. And this is gonna come in the future here, as we are getting more and more business splits in the first business pool. So continue building your team, continue accumulating business splits, because whenever we reach the target business split, which is undisclosed right now, there will be a opening of a business pool 2.0. And what is going to happen now, you have secured your lifetime income from the business pool, the first one, and it won't be more business splits added there based on my reading of what Alex has been sharing in private. So this information has to be shared by Alex publicly when it's going to be confirmed. But this is just for you guys to have insights on what is being discussed, and also for those looking at the business splits and might say, I wish I earned more. Guys, with this product, we're able to build a business for lifetime earnings. With the increase of the price, your lifetime earnings is increasing. And with the introduction of further business pools into the future, it means that you can secure your lifetime rewards when these previous pools is potentially closing and we're moving into new, for example, business pools. So this is always going to create new momentum phases. This is going to create new excitement. And this is always going to what Alex has been doing for the past 7 years. Everything has not been perfect, but if there's something that I've seen that Alex has been able to do is to constantly be able to re-engage people, constantly be able to create new momentum phases. And I can say, for those who have been following this company for the past years, you have seen that those who are working in the down times are those that's benefiting the most in the up times. And based on history, there's always up times coming. And this is something that we have learned. So don't focus on the current state. Don't look at the current earnings. Look at you accumulating assets in business splits and in Ultima token. And in the momentum phases, when the price is increasing, when further products are developed, when the growth is happening, you're able to realize your assets into, of course, your income into your bank accounts. And this is how this system is operating. This is how it is that we need to understand the system, utilize the system, and benefit from the system by understanding how the system is working. So this is a part of the news. We also have hints that Alex is opening a diamond pool, and this is also something that will come in the near future. So a lot of things is being planned behind the scenes, and with all of this information that is coming, hintings from Alex, I can just say that we just want to accumulate as much as we can of Ultima, as much as we can business splits. We want to build our team. We want to keep our business growing. We want to keep our leaders growing, and we need to educate people about the long-term aspect in this company and how we can build this income over time. There's a balance that has to be made. A lot of people is talking from a very limited viewpoint, and what I've learned of being an entrepreneur for the past 15 years is that a business is more complex than we imagine, and it's very easy to be in the kind of customer seat and have opinion on how a business is going to be run. Now, if I'm just putting myself in the seat of Alex and the company, imagine the kind of balancing they have to do. Everything from how are they creating products that is profitable enough for the customers, profitable enough for the company, maintaining the integrity of the price on the exchange, creating excitement for the networkers to continue promoting it. You know, how is it that you create a system where everyone is benefiting? And this is an extremely hard task. But if there's anyone who's been able to do it the past years, we've seen that Alex has been doing it, and from time to time with challenges and mistakes. But sometimes the customers earn like crazy when the price is pumping. Sometimes the networkers earn like crazy when there's momentum. And there's always a continuation of developments and betterments of the system. And from time to time, there's going to be disbalances, it's going to be challenges, and there's going to be things to overcome. But our job is to continue taking our power back, as discussed the last call, and working with it, what we have to work with. So a lot of things are coming, things are in development, things are being developed behind the scenes, and things will come into reality the coming weeks. And a lot of things will be announced on the Dubai convention. So with that in mind, with the news and the information, I want to kind of go back to talk a little bit about what I shared last week. You know, a lot of people said, I mean, last webinar, what happened? Had you had some Thai chili or something? Because you were really energized. And the reason is because I really feel that a lot of people are utilizing their energy and their focus in the wrong way. And the reason me, Danish, and Avid have been able to build in this many years to this level and continuously is growing and developing and becoming better and learning from people is because we have recognized that we have a limited amount of energy and focus every single day, and we have a conscious choice on where it is that we are applying this. Now, on the last call, I spoke about how it is that we can choose where it is that we place our energy. Is it on complaining? Is it on negativity? Is it on problems? Or do we understand that you are in a position right now where you have chosen to participate in this platform because you have understood the benefits of it? This is the Ultima platform developed by Alex We are not the founders, we are participants and co-creators of this. But what has been able to help us grow as fast as we are doing in our careers is that we are always looking within, and we are not using energy for complaining or negativity. We are looking at what we have in our hands. What is the opportunity? If there's a change happening, do we complain about the change? Yeah, we might share our opinion, but straight after that, we look at, okay, what can we do right now with what we have? What is it that we need to change ourselves to be in the right position with the changes happening in the platform? This is how, on the highest level of leadership, you're able to bring consistency and momentum into your life and into your business, because a lot of people are using the energy in the wrong way. So ask yourself, where is it that your attention is? Where is it that you are focusing right now? Where is it that your energy is going? Are you using your energy for creation, for growth, for positivity, for building relationships with the right people? Or are you using your energy for worrying, complaining, negativity, and these things? This is something that you have to look into yourself, but this is something that we have become very serious with, because I brought up a concept last week called the pre-bull run energy. And me, Danish, and Arvid is getting to the point where we really are not having any time for those individuals that choose to use the energy in the wrong way. We are working, and our mission is to help as many people as possible to benefit from the coming years. Time is short. The bull market is upon us. It's happening right now. The markets are moving, ladies and gentlemen. We've been talking about this for 2 years, and we've been laying down strategies for 2 years. We've told you to work hard in Ultima for 2 years. We've told you to diversify for 2 years. We've told you to build a cash flow and to build a portfolio in the crypto market for 2 years. We've been inviting you through webinars to educate yourself deeper about this industry for the past 2 years. And the time has come when that results, when the fruit of that labor, when the information that has been predicted by us for 2 years is happening and is right now becoming a reality. And we're still having time. I'm saying we don't have a lot of time, but we still have time. And with this understanding of where we are right now in the world, with the changes, the developments, AI coming and replacing a lot of things, are you keeping up to date? Are you in touch with the information, with the cryptocurrency creating the biggest transfer of wealth in history? Are you positioned correctly? Are you having a cash flow? Are you building your community? These are things that you got to ask yourself, because a lot of people, they are complaining, they're in a negative mindset, they are wasting time on the wrong things, they are passively watching and not taking action, they're getting emotional in the wrong direction. Emotions should be used for our passion, for excitement, for our creation, and that's stored energy that we can use within this. So ladies and gentlemen, why is it that through ups and downs, challenges or problems, have the den always come to webinars with good energy, with excitement, with belief, not in anything outside of us? You know, we don't talk about belief in the crypto market or the company. What this is coming from is belief within ourselves, in our capability of doing everything with what we have. And this is how we're always looking at things. Now, with this information, of course, we're looking into the coming years with a lot of excitement. We're looking at how it is that we can position ourselves in the coming few years to make as much as we can. We have already the platform to build cash flow with Ultima. We have a community here with like-minded individuals that is on the same mission. But you also have to, on your free time, learn about cryptocurrency, study the news of cryptocurrency, create inner circles with your team where you are looking into this industry, looking into how it's growing, understanding Bitcoin, Ethereum, understanding blockchain technology, understanding artificial intelligence. And we have an incredible community here where you can co-create and learn from each other. because this is one of the fastest ways to be able to grow in the coming years. And this is what we always ask ourselves, who it is that you are surrounding yourself with. Who is it that you have around you right now? What are the discussions you're having with people? I learned in my life that I have to make some drastic changes, because when I went back to my previous friend group, I loved them with my heart, but it was always the same problems rediscussed. It was people talking about other people. They talk about events. People have time to talk about what is happening in the world. This celebrity is doing this and this celebrity is doing that. People have all the energy in the world for these unnecessary things. I decided to set up a circle around me of people. When we meet, we are discussing things that matters: growth, development, personal development, healing on the deepest levels, growth in the crypto market, understanding the world, financials, entrepreneurship. These are the kind of circles that I'm creating around me, and I'm growing so much faster because of this. And the beauty is, ladies and gentlemen, that most people making these changes in their life, and they're moving away from friends groups and people that they don't want to have around them, they're getting into a time of loneliness because they don't know where to find the people that they want to surround themselves with. But the beauty here is that you have on this call 400 people that is on the same wavelength as you. Connect with other people here, build new circles, involve yourself in conversations which is about building a future and not talking about events or other people. And with this, we have a chance right now to utilize this FOMO, this pre-bull run energy, and the energy that we are creating right now, and the energy that's just accumulating inside of this industry, and the focus and the money and the resources coming into this industry. We have a time where we can really use this to cleanse not only our friends group, but cleanse our mindset, to cleanse everything around us, to create a path of freedom for ourselves, so we can work with power and certainty and utilize our energy in the right way for creation, for growth, and for positivity. And with this, I believe that all of us is going to be in an incredible position in the coming years, not only financially. Financially is just a result. It is just what value you provide to the world. A lot of times it is resulted in financial gain in the entrepreneurial sense. Not all times. Sometimes provide value without monetary benefit. But it's just one measurement on how it is that you are leading others. How many people are you helping and impacting around the world? How are you bringing your gifts to the world? And that's going to be met by financial gain. Now, with this, I believe that the coming year is going to be really fun for us to choose to do it. And I believe that we need to focus on the right things. This is what we are doing. And we're taking full ownership and full responsibility. I chose to join this platform. I chose to get into the crypto market. If Bitcoin goes down in value, I was the one buying at that time. If Ultima goes down up in value, I was the one who bought and took the decision. I'm not going to blame anyone else. I'm not going to blame Satoshi Nakamoto, the guy who created Bitcoin. I'm not going to blame Alex. I'm not going to blame my upline. I'm not going to blame anyone. I'm going to take full responsibility for my growth every day, for my decisions. I take responsibility for my mistakes, and I will never, ever blame anyone outside of me. This is bringing the power back, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm seeing a lot of people in the groups, in the forums, in conversations that's blaming everyone else. Oh, because of Alex, my life is not like this. Because of the crypto market is like this. Because of the government, I don't have success. Because of my neighbor, I cannot work. Because of my cat, I'm not able to build my future. Everyone finds a million reasons on why not to succeed, why not to reach your highest potential. What if you put that to the side and you go through the painful process of understanding that you are responsible for everything in your life? If you made money in Ultima, you are responsible. Congratulations, my friend. If you lost money in Ultima, you are responsible, my friend. Let's learn from this. You are responsible for everything in your life, your pain, your success, your happiness, everything. And this painful process of accepting this responsibility is going to give you the power to now create. If you are in a bad situation right now, you put yourself in a bad situation. You have the power to put yourself there, and you have the power to pull yourself up, because it takes the same amount of energy to put you into depression as it takes to put you into the highest potential. It is just same energy required. Where do you choose to channel it? So with this, I'm getting passionate because we are getting into times around the world where we have so much opportunity, we have so much beautiful things. And if we are recognizing this, the consciousness in this community, the frequency of our platform is going to raise, and that will attract people, that will attract more opportunity, that will bring the price up, that will bring your wallet up, that will bring everything to a new level. So this is what I see. But in the end, I'm observing what is happening, and I'm not judging anyone. You have your own choice and your own decisions, but I'm just saying what we are doing and how it is that we are coming with a smile week after week after week for 2 years, and how our lives are just growing and growing, and people around us in our inner circle are experiencing that as well. So with that, I believe that we have a lot of things to do, guys, in the coming years. I believe that we have some momentum we can build in the crypto market right now. The bull market is coming. There's a lot of things happening. We are well positioned. And one last advice to everyone here. I see a lot of people are wondering, you know, Emil, someone messaged me and said, Emil, why don't you post about Ultima all over your social media? You post about the crypto market, you post about personal development, your personal life. Why don't you put Ultima everywhere? I said, okay, look, let's be understanding how social media works. If someone came to you and said, okay, I am a representative of Nike. I work for Nike, and Nike is the best shoes in the world. You need to buy Nike. You know, you would, think, is this guy biased, or is it, is he getting commissions from Nike and that's why he's promoting Nike, or is he really believing this? Or what if someone comes and said, I have years of experience in running shoes. I've been in this industry. I've learned about all the different running shoes, about Adidas, about Reebok, and based on all my experience, there's many good shoes. But let me share with you what I see is an opportunity in the running shoes industry. Nike is the choice I choose because of these reasons. So you come with a lot of different energy. If you tell people that I'm an ambassador for Ultima, you need to buy Ultima, I'm Ultima, they see you're biased. So they know you're gonna say Ultima is the best. Of course, you're working with Ultima. But if you say I'm a cryptocurrency expert, I am studying the crypto market, there's many projects out there that has a lot of potential, a lot of growth. I suggest you get involved in many of them. But right now, I see huge potential in Ultima, which is a part of my portfolio. And I can help you get started because this is the strategy I'm utilizing to build my portfolio in the crypto market. Different power, different trust. And a lot of people are not using this. I use social media as a way to build curiosity. I am branding myself as a conscious entrepreneur that is in the crypto space, and I'm a crypto expert. And people come to me and say, Emil, what is your advice on cryptocurrency? And I would consult with them. Some of them will be great for Ultima. Some of them will not be great for Ultima. I'm a consultant. I'm not trying to sell them, and I'm guiding them. But for most people, Ultima is a great starting stone. It's a great platform. It's a great community. It's a great opportunity to get involved with. And for most people, this will be a good answer. And with this, I'm able to get trust from people. And this is just the last thing, how we can utilize social media in the right way, guys. Become an ambassador for your people. Become an ambassador for the crypto industry. Become an ambassador for yourself, personal development. Do not become an ambassador for one company, one project, because then you will be seen as biased. Of course, there's many ways of doing it. I'm not saying you're wrong if you're doing that. I'm just saying that the question people ask me why I'm not posting is because it works so well for me to position myself as a crypto expert, independently reviewing the market. And now I show them Ultima. It comes with different power. Yes, an idea. Do whatever you feel like is working for you. But with those words, I want to continue handing over to the next speaker, Danish, who will take us through some important information and trainings, guys. So let's all pay attention to what Danish is sharing. So Danish, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Emil. What a fantastic breakdown, as always, particularly on the personal experience side, particularly on exactly what it is that you're doing. And I just want to focus on that a little bit before I go into what I wanted to talk about today. It's so important in this day and age, particularly, okay, and I know I've said particularly 3 times, now it's the 4th. it's so important to focus on you as an individual and how attractive you want to become and to be for the person that you want to sign into your business, the person that you want to empower into your business. If you are not going to make yourself attractive, okay, it is impossible for you to gather a following, okay? Now, one may think, okay, but what's the point of gathering a following? Well, the reality is the business that we are in today, being network marketing, is that kind of a business. It's a human resources business. And we need to focus on the curiosity element of the business. So you've got to picture yourself as a funnel system. How is it that I can draw as much attention to what I am doing? Instead of giving it out there, giving the secret, okay, of yes, I'm promoting Ultima. Why don't you create a little bit of curiosity? Why don't you talk a little bit about the success stories of people that follow you? Why don't you give your own testimony from time to time? And I guess this is what social media needs. And you'll find that people will come and want to know more because you are creating the curiosity and you're being genuine about it as well. You're not just blatantly, putting up there that, hey, this is exactly what I'm doing. No, create the curiosity. And in order for you to do that, you've got to think about what it is that and who it is that you are trying to attract. And in order for you to do that, you've got to be genuine about how it is and what it is that you've achieved in the business. And that's what you need to be portraying. So be real, be genuine, and remember to make sure that you become more attractive, because that's what people sign into. Because there has to be that human connection before you introduce them to a company. If there isn't a human connection, honestly speaking, you can forget about building a long-term relationship and a business with that individual. Too many people focus on the short term. Their mindset is, all I want to do is just get as many people as I can into my organization, into my structure, and I'm going to become the next millionaire. Yeah, fine. Maybe it works. All right. But is it long term? Is it something that's sustainable? Is it something that you can feel proud of 5, 10, 15 years later? Yes, this business is that kind of business where you can maintain it for a long period of time. And you for sure, if you do things in the right way, in a structured manner, this kind of an industry, this kind of a field will absolutely set you free. And we see that. And that's why we're here. And that's why we are communicating this message to you. Now, I'm going to focus on a lot more of specifics today. I know Emil has spoken generally about who you need to be hanging around with. But the moment you are getting to that point where you have made contact with that person, how is it that you qualify that individual? How is it that you sort of look at that person and say, okay, is this person really the type of individual, especially in these days and ages, okay, of the bull run and the Bitcoin halving coming in April? Is this the type of person that I need to be sending my energy wavelength into this person and they're going to reciprocate? Okay, and there's a few pointers for you to decide on the people and the individuals that you're trying to become that attractive leader for, okay? The first thing is the ambition, the drive of that person. When you sit down with them and you talk to them about what it is they want to achieve in life, are they passionate about this? Are they driven individuals? Do they actually want to achieve it? Do they know how to achieve it? That's why, of course, they need you. But do they have at least an idea? Have they made an effort into sitting themselves down and from the pit of their stomachs thinking about what it's going to take to get to their next level of ambition? Are they enthusiastic about what they do? Are they determined? Do they have a strong why? Why is it that they want to do this? Why is it that they've reached out to you? Ask them these questions. Don't be that quick type of salesperson who, wow, I've managed to gain a meeting with this person. Let's get them straight into the system. No. Take it back a few steps. That's what we've done in our careers. Dig a little bit deeper and become passionate about the person and making them successful. Do they have a conducive personality? So a personality that is able to understand the process of, okay, I'm at position A. How do I get to position B? All right. And am I going to do whatever it takes to get to position B? Are they able to travel that journey? And are they able to be completely submissive of your leadership And are they willing to listen to what you have to say to allow for them to travel that journey from A to B? Extremely important, okay? Open-mindedness, okay? We are in a field that is still emerging, even though it's been around for years and years and years. It's still an emerging field. The world hasn't yet gotten a grasp of exactly what it takes to become a proper entrepreneur in this space of not just network marketing, but particularly digital currency. The global adoption isn't yet there. And how cool is it that we are in that space of time at this moment in time? So are they willing to learn about it? Have you tested them? Have you asked them the question of, okay, so you're sitting there in front of your family members or in front of your friends or in front of your circles that you socialize with, and are they willing to challenge a conversation about how this incredible opportunity is about to separate and go against the grain of what's existing today? Do they have a positive attitude? Do they have a desire to be self-employed? Are they hard workers? Do they operate off an integral mindset or integrity mindset? But most importantly, guys, are they really someone you want to be working with? Is this someone that's kind of a transaction for you? Is this a business deal for you? Or is it someone that you genuinely see a future in? You genuinely know that they're going to be there for you in challenging times, in tough times, and vice versa. These are the kinds of things that you need to start thinking about or already having thought about when it comes to qualifying people that you want to be surrounded by, particularly in this space. Okay, particularly in this space. Now, I'm going to move on to my next point. And again, it's something that we've practiced, the three of us, over and over, time and time again. In fact, very recently, okay, we have had to hold our ground. And when I say hold our ground, what I'm referring to is we have to look within ourselves and see, all right, what is Navid's principles? What is Emil's principles? What is Danish's principles? What are our principles and what do we stick by? And we have to roll through life and its challenges with these principles in mind. So now you're probably sitting there saying, okay, I'd love to know a little bit about what these principles are and how I can hold my ground. So give me a few examples, Danish. Chuck me a bone here. You know, tell me what it is that you guys operate off in terms of principles. Well, it's pretty simple. And I hope you guys got piece of papers and pens and you're writing this down, because these are some things that we would love for you to ponder and really think about over the weekend, all right? The first principle that we've always operated on is an unwavering focus, okay? No matter what your situation is, no matter what your circumstances are, okay, you have to believe that what you are doing is right. And you've got to know this from the pit of your stomach. If you're consumed by the principles that you roll out with, okay, your discipline and your honesty, okay, in everything that you do, all right, will only help you have a better and a bigger career. And the temptation to taking the quicker path, the short-term success path, all of that stuff fades away. And you actually understand what it means to be real, not just to yourself, but also to your career path as a professional network marketer. So always focus on that unwavering belief and remaining very firm in what your thought process is and how you feel you want to do things. Okay, because at the end of the day, this is the kind of quality that you need to possess in your life to make sure that you build very strong relationships, deep loyalty in your organizations, deep trust. No matter what you do, what you say, people are there and they're going to follow you because they know you have their best interests at heart and at mind, okay? The second thing, in terms of principles, okay, guys, we're talking about principles, and I'm giving you guys a few pointers here on how you can build not just, let me get a big team because I'm a network marketer. No, guys, I'm talking about movements, okay? I'm talking about to the extent of 100,000 people in your organization. The second principle we always focus on is servant leadership. Your goal as a network marketing leader or a leader in general, no matter what idea you are proposing to anyone out there, is to serve them. I need you to understand that. That's what we do. We just simply sit there and we serve people. Okay? This movement that you create, all right, always comes first. So always extend your hand, all right, and strive to lift anyone and everyone higher. That's what you got to do. Okay? Put aside the pride, put aside the ego, put aside the fact that you think that you're better than everyone else. Okay? All of that stuff will completely kill your business in this field and in this industry. Become the servant and literally understand that your main goal is to serve. And that's another principle that you've got to make sure you stick by. Let me move on. The third principle, okay? Abundance. When you sit there and you literally talk about yourself 9 to the dozen, and you're talking to someone that you really want to find out what it is that drives them and makes them successful, it's impossible for them to tune into your frequency when all you're doing is talking about yourself. All right? And it's not a case of, okay, I'm going to go there. No, it's a case of we're all going to go there. Because we know that if we move as a group, that makes us a lot stronger. It's a classic case scenario. All right? My own father used to tell me this. One stick, if you hold it, it's going to break if you put enough and apply enough force. But hold 5 sticks together and then let me know what happens. Before you know it, you'll be sweating and you won't be able to break those sticks, right? So think of how abundance can be practiced in your day-to-day. Think about how that applies in the greater and grander scheme of things, and remove the ego, remove the pride. Because that means that you are operating off a scarcity mindset. And this is something that we know works in this business. And this is the reason why we are trying to make sure you understand that. And however you want to apply this to your life, do so. Everyone has different styles. Everyone has a different modus operandi. Everyone comes from different backgrounds. Everyone has different religions. Everyone has different colors. It doesn't matter. Apply it to your life. These are the principles that you need to do and apply to your life. Okay, the next principle. Whenever it is that you face challenges, for me, the best way to overcome those is to think about the principle of having success for others. You need to make it your mission to go out there and empower so many people that you forget the count of how many people you've helped. Because after all, ultimately, their success is yours. So do not ever focus on, right, these are my goals and I'm only going to focus on my goals. No, this business doesn't work like that. You're not in a 9 to 5 where you're clicking the salaries that you're coming, that are obviously arriving in your bank account, and then you're gauging your savings account based on that. This is totally different, guys. This is how much everyone else who you bring into the business can earn, so that you can also earn collective. Remember, you build a leader and the leader builds the business. So the principle here is success for others. See your first line, your second line, your third line, see all of them becoming successful, but see it through. Don't just sit there saying, yeah, I love the idea of this. No, you've got to dig deep. You've got to find out what's going on in their lives. You've got to understand why it is that things are not working for them. All right? The next principle, raise the bar. Raise the bar, okay? You are literally your only competition. Did you know that? All right? Whilst the den keeps accountability of one another, and I'm giving you real, true, hard facts over here. The reality is when that Zoom call is over, when that physical meeting is over, we go back home and we say, right, great to have that meeting, but how do I raise my bar? And how is it that I can actually look at myself in the mirror and say, I am my biggest competition? Okay? And this example that you set for yourself by way and means of you being your biggest competition, you need to teach these to the people that you bring into the business. You need to make sure that you raise the bar so they do exactly the same thing. Tomorrow, you've got to become a better version of yourself than you were today. It's as simple as that. Okay? That is key for you to understand. The currency is another principle. Emil has talked about this many times on our mastermind. Okay? The currency that you should achieve is not just US dollars and cryptocurrency. Yes, that's what we want. We want to set up our financial freedom, our freedom of choice, our freedom of quality of life that works. But in order to get there, your focus shouldn't be there. Your focus should be getting your teams to achieve their goals. Do you understand what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? If you focus on becoming that kind of a servant leader where your only focus is to get so serious about your first line, your second line, your third line, and how much you are so desperate to make sure they achieve their goals, believe me, if there was two people in this scenario where the first person focuses on how many millions they want to achieve, and the second person focuses on how many success stories they want to achieve, who do you think is going to hit 1 million first? Be real with yourself and answer that question. That second person who genuinely loves and is passionate about the business of empowering others, which is the business we are in. Don't kid yourself. We are in that business. That person is going to make the first million before the person that just focuses on their own pocket. The byproduct of you focusing on other people's success is the money, but the currency should be you actually seeing people achieve their goals. That's where you will find your true contentment. Okay, guys? That is it. And then the final principle, all right? Very important. Remember this, guys. Don't just be here for the sake of being here and showing people how much wealth you're about to earn. No. You've got to be here and set the tone in such a way that tomorrow may not come. So the question I have to every single one of you actual leaders out there, not just people that, sorry to say, prostitute the word. If you're an actual leader, my question to you is, what kind of an impact have you actually made to your team that should you go one day, you leave such an impact that they remember you with all of these principles? Have you actually made that impact to your team? That's the question I have for you guys. This is the kind of, the levels of principles, the kind of bar that you need to be raising over here in order for you to actually achieve big in this industry, okay? Massive. I'm going to tell you a little story before I hand over to Navid, okay? And this story is one of reputation. It's one of credibility. It's one of not worrying about the negative energies out there. Emil talked about energy. Let's talk about energy, okay? The story is about a king, a poor man or a beggar, and the donkey, okay? There's 3 people in this story, all right? Please listen carefully, guys. There's a very important point in this story. And this story goes along like this. There's 3 towns that the king, the beggar, and the donkey approach along their journey, okay? The first town that they approach, the king is sitting on the donkey, and the poor person has got the donkey on a leash and is carrying and walking the donkey with. And the entire community of that first village looks at this scenario and says, look at this king. The king is suppressing this poor person. The king is punishing that donkey because he's sitting over there. He's so overweight. All right? Poor donkey and poor guy. The second town approaches. What happens? The king, who's such a wonderful individual, decides to give the poor person a rest. Instead of walking, the poor person then is told to sit on the donkey. Hear me out. There's a very important lesson here. And that community in that second village, they look at this king and they look at the poor person and they look at the donkey and they say, look at this king. What an absolute fool. Instead of him sitting on the donkey, he's letting the poor person sit on the donkey. What kind of a king is this? Surely he should have enough, command to actually sit on the donkey, and the poor person should be, walking the donkey. Then they approach the third village. Now the king and the poor person are both walking, including the donkey. What does the third village tell these? What is the assumption of the third village here? Look at this king, look at this poor person. They don't even want to use the donkey to assist them when it comes to walking, and they don't want to actually sit on the donkey itself. What's the moral of the story here, guys? Every single one of us, plus minus 300 people on this call today, have had doubts chucked your way, have had negativity chucked your way, You've given too much energy to the wrong people. Okay. You've worried too much about what other people have said. You literally are focused on the negatives, okay, in a positive solution instead of the positives in a negative solution. Do not become those villages and the people that are inside of those villages. That's my request to you here. Don't be that onlooker onto a scenario and judge people's circumstances. All right. You instead need to go back to those principles, identify exactly what it is that holds you firm, unwavering focus, abundance. Don't operate from a scarcity mindset. That's how you need to roll out, particularly now. This is such a crucial point to every single one of us in this business. We're about to see the Dubai event come. Navid's going to talk a lot more about that. And Navid is also going to focus on the timing, the kind of position we're in today. Emil highlighted it, but it's not been highlighted enough. So stop worrying about sending the wrong energy to the wrong people. Rather, you hold on to your energy and devote it to the right principles in your network marketing career. Okay, guys, and I want to end off with a quote. Please write this down. Please, guys. Whatever, if you've got your phone, if you've got a piece of paper and a pen, I salute you. Or if you're not in the circumstances to do so, try and remember this quote and remember it for the rest of the weekend and roll out with your lives in a very positive way due to this quote. If you remember anything, this is what you need to remember. Let us not let external circumstances dictate our internal success. Do not let everything that's happening around of you dictate what's going on internally and how badly you want to become successful. Don't let the outside forces come in. Become so powerful, become so controlled, become so principalized in what you do. That's what the den does. Day in, day out, week in, week out, nothing at all will disturb what our focus is, particularly in the year 2024. Okay, guys? So I hope you guys have learned a thing or two. I'm going to hand over to Navid, like I said, who's going to focus on timing, who's going to focus on the event. Navid, the floor is yours. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks a lot, Danish, and thanks a lot, Emil. So yeah, let's dive straight into it, guys. We're soon passing the 1 hour mark here. But you know, you heard me speak about this many times before. But I will first actually briefly touch on another subject, and that's really, you know, a topic that Emil came into a little bit regarding, you know, where you're at and also where you're going. I really firmly believe that change happens for you when you are ready for it. You know, I think many people are very stuck in their past experiences. Many people are really working from that point of view, brings that energy into the new things you are trying to accomplish, the new goals you want to accomplish, and believe that this will work. It's very interesting because personally, and I'm speaking for Danish and Emil as well, for the past few weeks, we've experienced amazing things. And it's also, you know, because I think all of us kind of have let go of a lot of things in our past, let go of a lot of things that may be blocking the possibility of moving forward in a very highly efficient way. So, you know, I really believe that the moment you cut ties with negative past experiences, you will really experience magic. And also, guys, the moment you work and act from the point of authenticity, that really will help you to move mountains. Because when you believe what you are saying, a completely different energy is sent out to the person you are talking to as well. And a completely different wave of, you know, movements are going to happen, because if you actually left the past behind you and you're looking forward, things will actually move forward, and you will also attract very different things as well moving forward. So don't look back, guys, look forward. It's the same thing as if you are looking at what all of your downlines are doing right now and you are wondering why are they not working. That is looking back, that is not looking forward. You need to focus on yourself, your own ambition, your own work, and you will see that people will follow. It's very interesting, but it's like 10 out of 10 times this really works, and it really will help you to move your business forward if that's what you want. So the crypto market, guys, I think, I don't know if anyone on this call is missing out on what's happening on the global cryptocurrency market. I don't think you have missed the news. I don't think you are missing the price action. But if you are definitely sleeping under a rock somewhere, I would say. So I don't think any one of you are doing that. But it's amazing times, guys. But what's also very, very interesting is that many analysts are looking at this market, and they are looking and they are seeing signs that this crypto bull market might be a bit different than the previous ones. The reason is, of course, with the approved ETFs, billions of dollars coming into this industry, potentially, and most likely it will be in the trillions very, very soon as well. So what is happening? Well, the market is changing, and many believes that we will actually see a peak of this bull market already after this summer. Yes, you heard it right. But it will then cool down, and then potentially another wave of high action will come in 2026. So are you still procrastinating? Are you still not involved? Are you still not, diversifying your assets? If you aren't, I believe you are going to miss out. I think it's very, very important to act responsibly, to be very smart with the cash flow, and to really, move in the right direction. And the right direction for you is the right direction for you. I can't tell you what that direction is. But obviously as well, guys, we have an amazing cash flow business, which gives us a cryptocurrency cash flow. This cryptocurrency cash flow, if you are smart, you can use this cryptocurrency cash flow to create multiple assets that have the 10x, 20x, 30x, 40x, maybe even 50, maybe even 100x potentials. This is what we are going to see in the crypto market the coming months and the coming years, for sure. I am 100% confident in that. You make your own decisions, you make your own research. I've been part of two previous bull markets before. I've seen this happen before, but what we're seeing now is far, far, far beyond and far bigger than we've ever seen before in the crypto market, for sure. So that's very exciting. But also, guys, the event that is coming up in April, I mean, we are getting very, very close to that. It's more or less only 1 month until that event is taking place. I think we all know what Alex have named this event, To the Moon. What will that mean? Well, hopefully we have some implementations that will actually take the prize to the moon. That will be absolutely amazing, of course, for all of us on this call that is involved in this company. So guys, the event on the 13th of April, if you haven't made sure that all your teammates are coming to that event, you are missing out. If you haven't made sure that all your teammates are coming with you there, you are making life much harder for yourself when coming home from that event. If all of your teammates, if all of your teams can come to this event and experience this event, feel this event, get the energy from this event themselves, they will come home and will potentially talk from a point of authenticity when they come home again. And what will that do? Well, of course, they will be able to build their business in a much more highly efficient way. They will be able to really go out there and inspire much more people, because they now have the look in their eyes. They now have, their eyes are radiating, excitement, radiating, goals, radiating, all the accomplishments that is possible with this company. So we are very, very excited about this event coming up. We believe it's going to be a smashing event. We believe it's going to be a lot of exciting surprises coming from Alex as well. I'm more than sure about that, because also, guys, remember, this is the first corporate event since we started Ultima, and that's exciting in itself, I would say. So I think we can expect a lot happening on this event. And I think we all need to go out there and work from a point of authenticity. And also, maybe if there is any lockups regarding the past experiences you have with different companies or whatever it is, I think it's very important that you kind of work on that. Let that go into a very calm state of mind, and you just realize where you want to go. Make sure you're very adamant with your goals. Make sure you're writing them down every day. Make sure you know exactly where you're going, so you actually have the roadmap written for yourself. Because if you don't have a roadmap, if you don't have a goal, if you don't know where you're going, things will just become what it becomes. And you will leave it to coincidence. You will leave it to, the randomness of things, if things are happening for you or not. So it's really important, guys. Take this serious. This bull market is for real. It is going to happen. It is happening as we speak as well. And this is even prior to the halving event in Bitcoin. It really haven't happened yet. So you can probably just imagine what is going to happen if you're looking at the historical aspect of this industry, and you can make up your own mind where we believe that this is going. So with those words, guys, I would like to thank everybody for attending this call. And Emil, I don't know if you have anything you want to add moving forward, but thank you guys from my side. And thank you, Emil. Thank you, Danish, for amazing insights. Thank you.
Thank you, Navid. Thank you, Danish. And as you guys are noticing, we're getting deeper, we're getting raw, we're getting to the real core of everything on these calls, because we want to say what people need to hear and from authentic place. And based on just what Navid said, let me summarize 2 minutes here before we end this call. One powerful thing that I saw just a while back that Navid never reminded me of is that a few scientists were looking at different people speaking from different states. And it was state of positivity, state of negativity, state of love. And they were checking to what it has the most power in terms of frequency, highest frequency. And many people were guessing that people speaking from a point of love would generate the highest frequency and highest power, but it wasn't that. What really generated the highest power and the highest frequency was speaking from a state of authenticity. When you really speak from authenticity, you generate something powerful in a whole room that cannot be measurable in any other state that they have been able to check right now. And when we're looking at what we have here, where do we find authenticity? Is that we believe in what we say, and we say what we believe. Now, to remind everyone here that this business is not about splits. This company is not anything about cryptocurrency if we zoom out. What this is an opportunity, a platform, a meeting ground for like-minded people to grow. If you look at your own life, have you come into this and you forget about the money? Have you been growing? Have you met new people? Have you increased your knowledge and experience? Have you had breakthroughs? Have you been able to face new challenges? Have you been able to go out and face your fears in a way you never did before? Isn't that a gift that you can offer other people, that they can come into this community, that they can experience their own power, that they can experience growth, get inside information in the crypto market, and have like-minded people around them? When I'm leading, I'm not leading based on a product. I'm not leading based on splits. I'm not leading based on Ultima Token on the crypto market. I'm leading from a state where I know that this industry took me to where I am today. These communities have brought me to where I am today. And I want everyone to have the opportunity to experience what we are experiencing here. And I'm always doing it from a state of being grateful, because we can look at this past 2 years in this company, in this industry, and we can look at all the things that gone wrong, the things that was promised that was not held, the mistakes made, the disappointments we have experienced. And that is going to put us into a certain state of mind, state of emotion. Or we look at what we're grateful for. I'm so grateful for the opportunity that I've been learning so much the past 2 years. I've learned to handle big challenges. I've learned big changes and how I need to adapt to changes. I've learned how to handle a price going from the top down and how you learn from this. I've learned a price going up and how I manage that as well. I've learned to work in a negative environment where people are so negative and bring that light. I've learned to work in hype when everyone's hyping and bring that grounding. And I've learned so much in the past 2 years, and I'm grateful for Alex for the opportunity he's been providing for the past 7 years for people to grow. And growth doesn't matter if it's positive or negative, is a breeding ground of growth. And when you focus on the right thing, you feel grateful in your heart and you feel authentic, and you don't need to be an ambassador for the company or the industry. You can be an ambassador for human growth. And right now, I don't see anywhere else that we can grow faster than is something like this. When we have entrepreneurship through network marketing, cryptocurrency experience through the product in Ultima, and the layer of cryptocurrency knowledge in the wide industry where we can apply everything and free ourselves on multiple layers. The opportunity to meet like-minded people. I don't see anywhere else where we have this kind of cause, where people have meeting opportunities like the Dubai event. This is where the magic is happening. So speak from a place of authenticity and find out what you are grateful for within this company and focus on that. And I promise you're going to be thriving in the coming few weeks and months. With that, all the love to all of you guys. See you guys on the next call. and look forward to meeting many of you on the Swedish event next week. It was amazing to meet many of you at the Indian event last week. And of course, we'll see most of you guys at the April event in Dubai. Take care, guys. All the love. See you soon.